Good evening, everybody. It is April 19th, Sunday at 7:30 p.m. My name is Stephen Nikala, Chairman of the Libertarian National Committee, and I'll be calling this meeting to order. Mr. Secretary, whenever you'd like to start with roll call, please.
Mr. Bowler. Mr. Bowler. Mr. Boss. There's Mr. Bowler entering the room now. Mr. Boss. Actually,
I'm here, but I can't help. I'm sorry, I'm here, I can't hear you, and I'm going back, logging off and logging back in.
okay. Um, Mr. Dar.
Here?
No, that wasn't. Hold on a second. I need to make you co-host so that you can approve people,
Okay.
because otherwise I'm not going to be able to get to the thingy, the roll call. Okay, Mr. Bowler.
Present.
Mr. Bost. Mr. Chatterton. Mr. Chatterton.
Present. Can you hear me?
Now I can. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Tone.
Present.
Mr. Dar. Vice Chair Dar.
Present, and Mr. Boss should be in now.
Mr. Bost.
Present.
Thank you. Mr. Dassing.
Here.
Thank you. Mr. Bracco. Mr. Bracco. Mr. Ford. Paul, did Ford make it back into the room?
He has not come back.
Mr. Weir.
Here.
Ms. Robeson.
Robson, here.
Ms. Engelhardt.
Here.
Mr. Nebel.
Present.
Mr. Lamb. Mr. Martin.
Present.
Mr. McGee.
Present.
Mr. Johnson. I am present. Mr. Koffel.
Present.
Mr. Hirsch.
Here.
Treasurer Redpath.
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Here.
Mr. Vincent. Mr. Watkins.
Here.
Chair Nikala.
I'm here.
Mr. Chair. Let's see. Did Mr. Ford make it back into the room? Mr. Ford?
I am not seeing him yet.
Okay. Mr. Chair, we have 16 voting members.
All right, we have quorum. Next up is opportunity for public comment. 10 minutes. Is there anybody who'd like to be recognized for public comment? Mr. Jacobs, then Ms. Griffiths. Mr. Jacobs,
Thank you. Can you hear me?
we can.
Okay. I have to say that I've seen something that was a little bit disturbing. Normally, we would get notification of hearings on the business list. For the last two hearings, we have not had. And I know that in one case, I certainly came down largely in favor of the LNC's position on a case that the LNC lost. I might have been able to add more to that, maybe change some opinions had I had more time before I knew that this would be coming out. I would hope that this is not repeated and that notice for any future hearings in this term or in future terms be posted on the business list. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jacobs. I will take note of that. Miss Griffiths, and then Miss Leatherman. Miss Griffiths.
Good evening, everyone. I'm commenting as both a member of the Libertarian Party and the Regional Vice Chair of North America for the International Alliance of Libertarian Parties. I am aware that Mr. Martin's LLM put together a purported dossier for you this evening that is full of things that are patently untrue. I cannot go through all of them, but a few that are worth noting. First of all, there has been no money ever exchanged between the LP, unless you all have made a decision of which I'm unaware, the International Alliance of Libertarian Parties, LPA, or LPA's spending committee. This is not any kind of issue where there are financial transactions occurring. There is also no malign foreign influence in the IALP. These are all organizations and these are all parties that are working to combat the very problems that Mr. Martin claims to want to address, which have to do with massive global governance. If there were a malign influence trying to wield its will against the US LP, then one would imagine that we should be combating it and that we should be combating it globally. That's what we're doing in the International Alliance of Libertarian Parties. And so I hope to have everyone vote no on that resolution. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Griffiths. Next is Ms. Leatherman and then Mr. Harding. Ms. Leatherman.
Yes, I would like to comment on the motion to form a special investigatory committee based on the dossier that was recently released. So I just want to say that this entire thing has gotten ridiculous. Every single month, it seems like we have members of the party, in some cases LNC members, being accused of one thing or another. First, it was that they were Soros-funded DNC operatives. Okay, last month it was that we had a bunch of members who were violent Antifa insurgents who had to be rooted out. Now it's that we have a bunch of NATO-aligned foreign agents infiltrating the party. Hey, I know where this started. This actually started because of a post that was deleted off of the LP national account, which, from what I understand, was they were getting absolutely flamed in the comments. It was highly unpopular, so the decision was made to take it down. It's not the first time that has happened. It's like it's a thing that happens. This led to rumors that a few specific members, one of whom is in region rep, were responsible alongside the country of Georgia. This spun into rumors that there were foreign agents aligned with the IALP that were exerting undue influence on the sovereignty of the Libertarian Party, and has now spun into this whole idea that there are all these foreign agents that are infiltrating the party for nefarious purposes. Goals are not entirely unclear, but yeah, in any event, this has gotten ridiculous. This has led to accusations made against friends and associates of mine that I frankly think border on slander at this point. And this needs to be looked at for what it is. This is an attempt to just cause obstruction and prevent the LNC from getting anything done. Okay, this stuff needs to be rejected. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Harding and then Ms. Harlos. Mr. Harding.
Just excuse me, Mr. Chair. Mr. Ford should be now in the meeting.
Okay.
All right. So, the Red Scare never really stopped, and that's been a core problem in a variety of American political spaces for a significant period of time. The rhetoric espoused by people like Mr. Martin, Chatterton, and Thone is absolutely repugnant to the libertarian ethos and the platform itself. They are spinning up rumors of foreign involvement so they can ignore the fact that they are flooding the zone with a bunch of Nazi propaganda, including today outright defending the state of Nazi Germany by saying that it was okay to promote Erwin Rommel of the Wehrmacht by saying whites are 10 to 12% of the world population. We deserve countries of our own like every other people do. Germany, its history and its culture will be erased by people who hate it and don't belong there. You think that's racist? It offends you? We don't care. Go fuck yourself, globalist.
I didn't
So,
say that.
okay, it's on your Twitter. So get over it.
No, it's not.
And don't interrupt.
No, it's not. Liar.
and I have it archived, so you can shut the fuck up and stop
Hey,
interrupting.
let's not use
Never
let's not
said
use
that.
language, or otherwise I'm gonna boot you.
All right.
I moved
Hey,
to close
I
public
didn't say
comment.
that.
So as I was
I
saying,
say you're lying because
these
I would never say that.
these motions are openly designed to distract from authentic libertarianism and openly designed to like poison the well, to say that even Stephen Nikela himself helped with the foreign influence operation on Facebook in a sweaty ukulele video, and otherwise promote the idea that if anybody is remotely left of these far-right Hitlerites, that they are, you know, somehow somebody who should be expunged from the party. Every element of the platform is threatened as long as, so to speak, caucus and its members exist in leadership positions. So, that's my statement.
I moved to close
Anything like
public
that was
comment.
posted? If I made any statement like that, it would be because I was hacked. This guy just
I
made it
moved to
up.
close
Hold on.
public
Hey,
comment.
Point of
Unlike the
order!
dossier,
no
which
more
is
crosstalk.
factual.
No more crosstalk. Ms. Harlos, and then we've only got about 3 minutes left, and then Mr. Scott.
Thank you very much. I'll try to keep it short. The other commenters dealt with some things I'd like to talk about, but I'd like to just deal with, and I'm not meaning this personally, to the regional representatives. I have now conferred with 2 states in the region, and these highly inflammatory things that are being posted on behalf of Region 1 are in violation of the Region 1 agreement because 2 states, and one of which I can name is Colorado, have never been conferred on anything. So they are absolutely rogue and should not even be on the agenda because they're in violation of the regional agreement. The states have to be conferred with. That's the whole purpose of regional representation. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much. Mr. Scott.
I'm assuming I'm going to talk later. Just curious.
Yeah, no, we have an agenda item that includes both you and council, Mr. Hall.
Right. Okay.
All right, it looks like it is it for public comment. We'll now be moving on to the adoption of the agenda. The chair is now entertaining a motion to adopt the agenda.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Any objection to the agenda as presented? Hearing none, the agenda is adopted. Next up is Mr. Ford with the committee update. Mr. Ford.
Can you hear me okay now, Mr. Nikela?
Yes.
Fine, thank you. I'm going to be motioning to go into executive session to go over some business details, but a couple of very important points. I spoke with hotel management. We've made them aware that we've got several late conventions and that folks literally just found out this weekend whether or not they'd be attending Grand Rapids. So the date has been extended, we're saying to April 28th, in order for you to choose your hotel rooms. I will say that please, if you're going, do this quickly. It's sort of hammer time. And I'll repeat, and I say this with love, because this affects me personally as well, that most of the hotels are not asking for a deposit. So if you know you're going, you've been elected as a delegate, please you make your reservation and you'll be able to make your financial arrangements when you get there. There are a variety of marvelous speakers coming. You'll see we're finally nailing down all the travel arrangements, who's coming and when. Almost all of the speakers that you see on that board will be engaged in a breakout session. And that includes people like Ammon Bundy, and that includes Ford Fisher, and it's going to be amazing. We need your support. So we're hoping you'll sign up for packages. We're hoping you'll sign up for events. Going to be a lot going on that weekend. And that phone number, as I like to say, that phone number that's at the top of the website is my cell phone number. So if you've got questions, every convention Sunday, today I got about a dozen phone calls, which was great. Answered a lot of questions, solved a lot of issues. I appeared at Utah's convention remotely yesterday. I want to help, so let me know how I can help. With that in mind, I would like to motion that we go into executive session to discuss the ongoing business details of the convention.
All right, there's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any objection to going into executive session?
I'd like to amend it if we could to also include the legal update and staff contracts, salaries, the next couple of items. That way we can just knock it all out.
I'm friendly to that amendment.
All right, is there a second?
One issue that I have with that is I'll have to leave the room and come back in to bring in and then have somebody return me as host to bring in the two people. Because I don't think Mr. Scott can be in there for the convention committee executive session or the contract work.
Well, the legal update would be before that, so that he would come in after the convention
Not-
update.
The convention committee is right now, and then
Correct.
so would you say are you suggesting to move the legal up, have them come in, do that first, and then do the convention committee, remove them from the room, and then
Yeah, if that makes it easier for you and that's okay with Mr. Ford, we could do that.
Is that acceptable, Mr. Chair?
That's
That we
fine.
bring the two into the executive session room, handle that business first, and then remove them from the room to do the other two items?
Yep. All right, so we have a motion. Was there a second?
Second.
All right, we have a motion to take up legal report update with counsel and executive session with Mr. Scott and Mr. Hall, and stay into executive session for the convention update committee report. Is there any objection to that motion?
And the taking up of the employment contract.
Oh, and the contract as well. Okay. All right. If there's no objection, going once, going twice, going three times sold. Is there any objection to go into executive session? Hearing none, Mr. Secretary would like to prepare the room for us.
Yep. I'm getting there.
And just an FYI, Rob, I missed a message by him, but he did mention he's getting on a flight back home and can't attend the meeting.
I believe I have everybody. No, I do not. Hold on one second, please. Derek, where is Oliver?
Maybe we should raise our hands when we start doing this.
Here, Mr. McMahon. I don't know if you can see me.
Is there? Oops, sorry, Mr. Dassing. Did I add you? Yeah, I did. Okay. Karen Ann, is there somebody that I could make the host for a minute?
Yeah, you can, Evan. I'm going to be here the whole time.
Okay.
All right, I'm calling this meeting back to order at 8:43 p.m. We will now be going directly to the ballot, approved Perry Willis Development Director contract. Mr. Secretary, whenever you're ready.
Mr. Bowler.
Yes.
Mr. Bost.
It's out because I know. Yes.
Mr. Chatterton.
Pass.
Mr. Dar.
Yes.
Mr. Dassing.
Abstain.
Mr. Ford.
Yes.
Ms. Robson. Ms. Robson.
I'm sorry.
She's
Yes,
back on.
I thought I was unmuted.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Mr. Neville.
Aye.
Mr. Martin.
Pass.
Mr. McGee.
Aye.
I vote yes. Mr. Koffel.
Aye.
Mr. Redpath.
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
Mr. Vincent is not present. Mr. Watkins.
Yes.
Chair Nikayla.
Yes.
Coming back, Mr. Chatterton.
Abstain.
Did you say abstain?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Martin.
Abstain.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 13 yes, 0 no, and 3 abstentions.
All right, motion passes. Next up is
Mr. Chair, just a quick question, Mr. Chair. I'm sorry, a point of order. I'd ask you to have Mr. Willis call me this week so that we can plan for the convention to have him take an aggressive role in recruiting perhaps lifetime memberships and other ways, off balance sheet fundraising, if you will. Thank you.
Absolutely, yeah, and he will be there, so we will put him to work. All right, next up is Ballots Without Borders presentation by Mr. Mapstead. Mr. Mapstead, thank you so much for being patient. We appreciate your time and willingness to be with us today.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Yeah, so I wanted to start out by just kind of telling you how Ballots Without Barriers came about, and that was through my presidential campaign when I was campaigning in Maine and trying to get on the ballot there. I was talking to the state chair and the people of Maine, and they said they didn't have ballot access because they had been the party had been basically removed from the voter rolls. After a bunch of legal machinations and lobbying the state, they were able to get the ballot requirements from 10,000 registered voters down to 5,000 registered voters. And the chair there during the campaign said, Harrison Kemp, who was the chair at the time, said I could probably do this in 10 or 12 different states and get ballot access reduced in 10 or 12 different states. And that piqued my interest because what I realized is that the Libertarian Party spends almost $1 million across all of the different states that we have and the National Party every year just securing ballot access. And it's a giant waste of money that basically goes to petitioners and a lot of it goes to the state because they extract money from us to get on the ballots. And so the idea is to reduce ballot access laws across the country so that we can get dividends forever, and that we can use that $1 million or at least a good portion of it to elect candidates and to get our message out to more people. The duopoly basically starves us of the ability to function, right? Because we're a small party, they rob us of all of our resources before we can even start to act. And we're the third largest party in America, so if we can't do it, nobody can, kind of a thing. And so, like I said, the party spends around $1 million a year, and it's we can change this. And so we've been thinking about how can we do this, and what we've decided is that we at first I was just trying to send out letters to state organizations, state legislators, and trying to get them to act, and they could care less. I went to a Secretary of State convention and talked to the secretaries of states, and they also seemed to not give a crap, most of them. In fact, several of them said, we like it rigged. We like the fact that you can't participate, and go away. You're bothering me, kid. And so what I realized is that none of these legislators are going to listen to us and change the rules unless there's a grassroots movement, a groundswell across America of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people basically telling their representatives to go GFY themselves and fix ballot access. And so what I ended up creating with my team, the Voter Choice Foundation, is this Ballots Without Barriers. And what it is a website that you can go to, anybody can go to, and it's very simple. It basically lets you type in your address and it gives you your state representatives who are representing you, and it will send an email on your behalf letting them know that their ballot access sucks and that you want it changed. It will also, if you would like, send a physical piece of mail, a little flyer to the representative as well. So you can, and it also gives their phone number. So there's 3 different opportunities to basically do this. And it's a very simple, easy ask. We in the Libertarian Party often say, well, what can I do? And people want to participate, but they don't have a lot of time. They don't have a lot of resources. This is a very simple task that anybody can do to be, active in trying to change the system. And so that's sort of what we've created here. Also on the Ballots Without Barrier website, you will see what we've called the ballot tax. And what that is the amount of money that is required for you to start a new party and file to run for Congress. And in many states, it's over $100,000 or more. And I've sort of done the back of the napkin math on the Libertarian Party's ballot access and what is that worth. And my guess is that we are somewhere in the neighborhood of $20 million is the value of the Libertarian Party ballot access, because no other party has anywhere close to what we have. And it is a super valuable asset for the party, basically. So we are launching this. We finally finished the website. It's active. We have over 15,000 registered people who have signed up to be active in different states. But what we're really looking for is champions in each state. And we're looking for people who have done legislation in their state, people who have contacts with legislators that would like to work with Harrison Kemp and our team to basically get this stuff passed. And we know there's people in every state, but I need basically help finding those people, plugging them in, and getting this system really, super active. We're having we're at the convention this year. That's sort of one of our launch things that we're doing. We have a booth at the convention, and we're holding a luncheon for all the state chairs. And you'll be getting invites soon. If you're a state chair, or if you can attend, send a representative from your state so that you can learn about Ballots Without Barriers, what we're trying to do, how your affiliate can get involved in basically trying to change ballot access in your state. I get calls, weekly almost. I got one today asking me, Lars, can you help us? We've got a candidate that's trying to run in our state, and we need money for petitioning, and can you help us? And I mean, I'd love to help everybody, but my wallet isn't endless, and quite frankly, I find often that if I give too much money away, it actually harms people, because it takes away their ability to basically do the work themselves and learn. And so, but this system right here, what it will do is it will cut the numbers for all those people so that they don't have to come ask me or anybody else for money, right? It gives them autonomy. It gives them the ability to act for themselves without the state oppressing them miserably. So really what we're asking, and the reason I'm here today, is just sort of an information thing so that you know what we're doing. We're launching this. We're going to be doing a large national advertising campaign around this to get lots and lots of people involved, not just libertarians, but Green Party, Forward Party, everybody that is oppressed by the system should be involved in this. And it's coalition building and really, getting things really moving. And so, obviously we're asking for you to help us contact the state chairs, because maybe we don't have every single state chair's information or the correct information. So that's one thing that we're asking. And then maybe just letting the membership at large know that there is this tool out there that could be used to help save the party massive sums of money going forward year after year after year. And then I guess one last thing, and then I'll open up for some questions, is we've been working really hard. My team has been working really hard on putting together the most comprehensive ballot access document that's ever basically been made. It includes, petition dates, petition times, requirements, fees, all the different intricacies in each state. And we really have put in hundreds of hours into this document. But I'm going to be passing around this document. I'll send it to Stephen and Paul, and then they can get it out to the membership or to the group here. But we'd also love to have the experts who know their state better than anybody else weigh in on our findings, rip it apart, and tell us if we've screwed up anywhere. But we've had Richard Winger looking it over. We've had Bill Redpath looking it over. We've had a number of people like that have done litigation and have worked even in different groups looking it over. And so we'd love some feedback on that. And with that, I'd love to answer any questions that anybody has.
40
Lars, that's
five, Mr. Chair.
No, I think we have 5 more minutes left. I put down 15 minutes.
That was 15.
I did.
15?
No, when I gave you the 5, I was signaling that was time. There's 5 minutes left.
Yeah, 5 minutes left. But I did want to point out one last thing is that we have already had quite a bit of success with this organization. We got through onto the floor of the Wyoming State House. The proportional representation was discussed on the floor that came through our group of people, and with the help of Pat Ford, we and Harrison Kemp, we have a bill on the State House floor, I believe, and Pat could probably weigh in on this, for Rhode Island right now. And so our goal is to get 3 states ballots changed before 2028. And then once we have that under our belts and have the system in place, we should be able to just continuously beat down these states. And there's like 25 states that are really bad, and the rest of them are, so-so.
So I would like to move to extend time for 2 minutes for each speaker that currently has their hands raised.
That is an LNC member.
That is an LNC member because I know we got to get going. That's fair.
Second.
Pat, is there a second?
Second.
I second.
Any objection? Hearing none, Mr. Ford, go ahead. Pat, you're muted, buddy.
Sorry. Lars, thank you for your commitment to the convention. It's a huge help, and I think it's going to be a great session. So every state should make sure they either have their chair or their vice chair going. Number 2, Harrison did an outstanding job just about a month ago in Rhode Island on the floor testifying. Myself, a member, Harrison testified, and it was on the strength of that testimony. I don't even think you know this yet, Lars, but the ACLU has, it's kind of private, but privately weighed in on the notion that they're open to supporting our legislation. Now, we already have the endorsement of the Secretary of State, as long as they finally told us the 1 or 2 mechanical things that we need to do in anticipation of the next session to get this to where they potentially give us their endorsement. So that's the kind of boots on the ground effort that this represents. I've always maintained for the years I've been on the LNC that we need to be putting money into lobbying and legislation in addition to petitioning so that we can eventually wean off petitioning. So Lars, great stuff. Congratulations. And thanks for your efforts here in Rhode Island.
Thank you so much. Paul.
Yes, thank you. I'm very excited about this because ballot access is extremely important to us, and being able to attack that ballot access tax that has been on the party and to reduce and eliminate that is, very exciting for me, and I'm excited that we have something that we can move forward on that in the future.
Thank you. Bill.
Just want to say thanks, Lars. We don't spend, let's say, $1 million per year, but we could. I mean, right now, if we, Illinois, New York, the bad states, and certainly to fully fund ballot access for LP candidates across the nation, it certainly would run $1 million or more per year. But thanks for your efforts here, and they're greatly appreciated.
Thank you.
Lars, I want to say thank you again so very much, and let's stick together and talk some more how we can work together on this. This is a great mission.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me, everybody.
All right. Next is Policy Manual Amendment, Section 104, Financial Standards Committee, motion by Mr. Watkins. Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Watkins, would you like to speak to your motion?
Yeah, this is just pretty straightforward. All it does is removes the need for approval by the committee for routine expenses and staff workflows. It keeps the oversight, which I think is probably the most valuable part of that committee. I think it could be consolidated elsewhere, but we are where we are. So this is a very small change, but I think it could alleviate whatever pressure staff may be facing because of it. That's pretty much it.
And just so I understand, the language would remove the $600 limit that if staff wants to spend more than $600, they have to get it approved by the FSC, and the FSC would simply be an advisory committee.
Correct. And then they would not only just review any proposed new expenses, but also reoccurring expenses because things change. You can readdress. I don't know if that's what the committee's just kind of doing now in practice, but this just makes it a little bit more clear.
Okay. Mr. Thompson?
Yeah, I guess I'm not sure what sort of issues staff has had, but would it be possible just to adjust the $600 figure so that staff isn't getting handicapped with it without kind of invalidating the committee? Because without them having veto power, that kind of removes most of the point for their existence, I think.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I was going to say I feel like the committee is something that's time limited, right? Like I don't think the next LNC is going to have as much of a need for it, but considering that we put them in place for a very good reason, I don't feel like this LNC should remove it if we can avoid it.
Well, I don't think really it was that necessary. I don't think it would have prevented anything from happening in the past, but I think at least with the oversight there, it at least helps to mitigate that. And if something really is pressing, they could just bring it straight to the attention of the chair, executive director, or the LNC if it's that urgent. The limit, I guess it could be raised, but I think raising that limit may just defeat the purpose of the committee anyway, which that's fine. But I think the oversight itself is good enough. And again, I agree that the next LNC probably won't need it. And having this language, I think, just makes it easier for things to move forward.
Mr. McMahon, then Mr. Koffel. Mr. McMahon?
I just wanted clarification. In what I received, it says expenditures totaling over 6,000 per year. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So I just wanted to make sure because I wasn't sure if
I just used the language that was already there.
it was 600.
Oh, did I? Okay, then maybe did I misread what was in the policy manual?
Yeah, it was under consideration totaling over $600 per year to determine their necessity. And you've got it as the FSC shall be informed of and review existing and proposed expenditures totaling
Okay.
6,000 per year.
That was just a typo on my part.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is what I thought. Let me correct that for you because I feel like that is going to give a lot of room
Yeah.
for things. All right, thank you. I've corrected it.
Yep.
Mr. Koffel, then Mr. Chatterton. Mr. Koffel?
Evan just raised my issue, so
thank you for that catch.
Mr. Chatterton.
So yes, I would I think echo the need for this change. I think this puts an undue burden on staff. If matters are identified by the FSC, there should be ample means to raise those concerns and have them stopped if they are problematic. And furthermore, I think that while I believe this committee probably never should have existed, and I think most of these matters should have been inherently the duty of the treasurer, the committee does exist, and if we don't have something on the table to get rid of it, that this is the next best thing, and I think it can provide valuable um, benefit in terms of monitoring and bringing attention to any potential issues with our spending for as long as it exists.
Mr. McNabb?
No, I actually want to talk. Sorry. I kind of agree. I don't know that this committee should have ever existed. As a matter of fact, I do believe before I was on the LNC at the Michigan meeting when this was proposed, I spoke out kind of against it. But it does exist. I agree that maybe it should stay the way it is, and the next LNC maybe should look at whether or not this is a good function, if there's a better mechanism or something else, but maybe we should just leave it for the next LNC to decide.
All right, barring any other discussion, we'll go ahead to a vote. Mr. Secretary, whenever you're ready.
Okay, Mr. Bowler,
No.
Mr. Bost, Mr. Bost,
Pass.
Mr. Chatterton,
Yes. Excuse me. Yes.
Mr. Dar,
I abstain.
Mr. Dassing,
Yes.
Mr. Ford,
Yes.
Ms. Robson,
Pass.
Mr. Neville,
Nay.
Mr. Martin.
I think I'll vote yes.
Mr. McGee.
Nay.
I'm going to pass. Mr. Koffel,
No.
Mr. Redpath, Mr. Thompson,
No.
Mr. Mr. Vincent's not here. Mr. Watkins,
Yes.
Chair Nikela.
I'll vote last.
Okay. Mr. Bost,
Yes.
Ms. Robson.
No.
I couldn't hear you.
No.
I'm going to vote no. Chair Nikela.
I'll abstain.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 6 yes, 7 no, 3 abstentions.
Motion fails. All right, next up on the agenda is accept Rachel Nelson resignation from IELP Awards Committee. I'll be passing the gavel off to Mr. Vice Chair Dar.
Mr. Nikela, let me see. First hand up, I see to be Rick. Well, did you wish to speak to your motion, Mr. Nikela?
Yes. Is there a second?
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All right,
Thank
so
you.
I'll speak to my motion. The IELP currently has a provision that allows the USLP to select up to 2 members for any committee. Right now, there is no mechanism for the LNC to choose a member for any of these committees. I did choose Miss Rachel Nelson as awards committee. She did resign. Their bylaws require us to accept their resignation. I would like the body at some point to consider language to actually codify how we handle these appointments. Mr. Bowler is currently our liaison for the IELP. He has been for several months now. I have asked Drew Herrera from staff, we all know and love Drew, to be on the comms committee, Brian McWilliams as an alternate. So we do have 2 positions that we can fill. So that is the current makeup, but we will be needing to accept the resignation of Miss Rachel Nelson according to the IELP's bylaws.
Thank you, Mr. Nikela. Mr. Martin.
Yeah. Okay, let me straighten this out really quickly because this is really concerning. We do not need to accept her resignation because it's not our body, even if you claim it's our votes. There's no requirement for this. This is just kind of a name and shame, and look, you could have brought this before the committee before you just unilaterally appointed these people for one thing. But beside the point, this is extremely inappropriate. She stepped back. She's following her conscience, and you're like naming that and bringing it up unnecessarily before the committee. And I think that's inappropriate because if somebody wants to step away from the IALP for the corruption, for the obvious conflicts of interest, they should have a right to
Point
do
of
so.
order. These are unfounded accusations.
Oh, yeah? No, they're very well founded on public information, sir. Why don't you take a look at that? The fact is that if somebody wants to step away from an organization they disagree with, it is absolutely their right to do so. And then sitting here and harassing and naming and shaming someone, that's what it seems like to me. And I just think it's extremely inappropriate. If somebody wants to step away from the ILP and publicly announce their resignation, that's their prerogative. But
This
for you
isn't
to drag
shaming
that in
anyone.
front of the national committee as if we need to approve it, what, like we're going to reject it? Like we're going to prevent her from resigning?
Well, then shut up and we'll do it.
I object to the
Please come to
consideration of this
order.
question.
Please come to order. Those that are
I
speaking.
object to the consideration of the question, Mr. Chair. Is there a second?
Sorry, needed to unmute myself. Yes, you object to consideration of the question. Is there a second to objection to consideration?
Yes.
I have a point of order. I believe it's too late to object to the consideration of the motion as it has been moved and seconded and we are on discussion.
That is correct. Debate has begun. Objecting to consideration cannot be made at that point. Thank you.
Can we substitute? Can I propose an amendment then to substitute Rachel Nelson's name for Stephen? Are you on that committee?
I am not on any committee.
You're not on any ILP committee? That's a bummer. It'd be nice to change that to your resignation. Oh, well. We could change ILP to LNC. All in favor?
That's out of order at this moment. It's a special meeting, Mr. Martin. That's a completely different item of business. Thank you.
Not germane. Understood, Chair. Thank you.
Understood. Thank you. Ms. Robson.
Hi. So all I wanted to say is to that last point, I believe that having to accept resignations is completely un-libertarian. It's like you're not a slave. However, unfortunately, most organizations, including this one and R1R, say that you have to accept resignations. So I would hope that we could just get through this, not debate it much, accept her resignation because she has other things to do and get on with the rest of our lives. So thank you.
Thank you. Let me see, Mr. Chatterton.
If I can ask, was this body consulted to appoint for any of these ILP positions?
No, as I mentioned, I made the appointment. There's no current mechanism right now for the LNC to make appointments or how we handle these matters. That is something that the body can take up at any time.
But yeah, so I guess my point would be then if the body wasn't had this brought before it in the first place, I don't think this is then the body that appointed it. I mean, I guess if your point is that you did so as on behalf of the LNC in that capacity, but I take issue with the fact that it's being done kind of imbalanced in that manner, that this was not brought before us for a vote. We do have a mechanism, it's called a vote. And if it was appointed on behalf of this body, that's how that should have been brought for us. And the fact that it was not done at the start, I think gives credence to the fact that this is not procedurally proper. I did not see anything in the ILP bylaws that calls for demanding a vote by the host organization. So I will be abstaining on this matter.
Thank you, Mr. Chatterton. Mr. Ford.
Is it possible that I can call the question?
Please. The question has been called. Is there a second calling the question?
Oh,
Second.
yes.
Second.
Mine. I second. Sit down.
All right. Is there any opposition to calling question?
I'll say one thing, if I may, Mr. Chair. I just wanted to
Point of
defend
order.
a
The
fellow
question has been
state chair.
called. The question has been called. This is out of order.
I just wanted to object to the fact
It's
that
still out of
this is
order.
This is one of our state chairs that as part of my region, recently resigned, and this has got to feel like
Mr.
teeth
Chair.
sinking into her neck.
All right.
Not letting her
Debate.
go.
The question
You're
is
not the chair, Mr. McGee. Shut up.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Martin. The question has been called. We'll be going to a vote on the matter.
Mr. Bowler,
Yes.
Mr. Boyce,
Yes, and I thank Rachel for her service.
Mr. Chatterton,
Thank you to Rachel as well, and I abstain.
you want me to come back to you, Mr. Vice Chair?
Sure.
Mr. Dassing,
No.
Mr. Ford,
Aye.
Ms. Robson,
Yes.
Mr. Neville,
Aye.
Mr. Martin.
I like Rachel so much that if you're asking me to vote to accept her leaving, that's hard, but I'm a libertarian, so I just have to abstain because I want to say no.
Thank you, Mr. McGee.
Actually, abstain.
I vote yes. Mr. Koffel,
Yes.
Treasurer Redpath,
Yes.
Mr. Thompson,
Yes.
Mr. Watkins,
I appreciate Miss Rachel, and I vote no.
Mr. Nikela,
I vote yes.
Vice Chair Dar,
I appreciate the service of Ms. Nelson and vote yes.
Mr. Vice Chair, the vote is 11 yes, 2 noes, and 3 abstentions.
Motion passes. Next item of business, initiate retainer from Barnaby and Cabot PLC from Legal General. Chair Nikela, you're the mover of the motion. Would you speak to your motion?
Is there a second?
Yes. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion has been made, seconded. Chair Nikela.
In order to exact accountability, I move the following motion. That's all I've got.
Thank you, Chair Nikela. Mr. Ford. Mr. Ford's hand is down. I think that was an artifact. Mr. Chatterton.
Yes. So again, we see another attempt at irresponsible governance here, intended to enact personal political agendas. This is now the second or third attempt by this body to try to circumvent its own adopted opinions that this matter was not a good financial consideration. And given that the basis for these this potential suit are derived from a report that has been demonstrably shown to be conflicted and therefore should be void, despite the obstruction by several members of this body to consider the documented evidence of that. We now again are seeing an additional attempt to work around our budget processes while we have seen roadblocks and hurdles thrown for the legitimate legal matters that this body has a fiduciary duty to pursue. We see the chair manipulating our processes and attempting to put this forward without sufficient legal or financial allocation to this matter. We heard from the secretary as a member of the litigation committee recently that this matter will cost $50K at least, or at least $50K at least, which I think is a very low estimation for the matter and probably likely to far exceed that amount. And yet again, after multiple attempts to do so, we again see only attempt to pull this for $10,000. Despite further speaking that at the December LNC budget meeting that it was moved to incorporate $65,000 for this matter into the budget, which would be a far more realistic estimation of those costs, and it did not receive a second. So this body has outright denied to fund this matter through proper channels and realistic estimations, and we're seeing repeated attempts to circumvent the processes and the approvals necessary for that budget by putting forward this lowball amount to start this litigation without sufficient funding so that we will be obligated to continue funding it without having to go on paper now to acknowledge that fact. Furthermore, I believe this is an attempt to undermine our other litigation by attempting to drain available funds that would be needed to pursue critical litigation that we are, as I mentioned earlier, I believe under a fiduciary responsibility to pursue. This would pull from our general legal budget, which is, I don't think any specific items allocated, though I have just put forward a request for co-sponsors for new information that has come forward in our previous trademark case in New Mexico, or I'm sorry, in Michigan, which will be used by the case in New Mexico as precedent and is currently being undermined by the defendants in that case who have actively sought to basically nullify that ruling through current court matters. So this would be a very irresponsible matter for us to allocate new funding for something this body has already identified as a poor consideration for us to pursue and has specifically given the conditions that it only be pursued if we receive pro bono representation or earmarked donations to support it. And not only have neither of those happened, we are deliberately undercutting the costs here to get us committed down this path where we know that we will have additional expenses that we would then have to support to continue to maintain the suit. This is irresponsible. This is an attempt to circumvent our normal approval mechanisms to hide the true cost of this litigation and to enact personal political agendas and conflicts of interest that should have no place amongst this board's governance decisions.
Thank you, Mr. Chatterton. Mr. Let me see. Mr. Martin's next up in order.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary, I'd like to propose an amendment, but I'd like to speak a little bit to it before I get to it. Mr. Chatterton raises some good points about good governance and the issues with trying to not fund rather, this litigation against former chair, and the conflicts on that versus, no payout, all the issues there. Compared to the real items of business that we have on the table. Cash is not infinite. In fact, it's something we really need to work to conserve. So I had an idea on how to make this sorry, it's not a bill, but this motion from a really kind of more irresponsible motion that's politically motivated to increase infighting and cause more division into something that actually would really help us. And my thought is we change the group to whom the amount is being budgeted to IP Fresh. And so we'll just put in a little bit more since, as we heard from the New Mexico matter, it's very likely that it will need more. There's 2 causes of action, right, that we're considering. And it's necessary that we should, fund that. So why don't I would propose an amendment that we change it so that the funding goes to IP Fresh instead of to a Democrat law firm. Is there a second?
Seconded.
A motion to amend has been made and seconded, but this is a special meeting. Trying to consider if that amendment is in the.
It's in order.
It's in
Mr.
order?
Chair, yes,
it
is in order.
Okay, thank you.
You can amend a motion. However, I do believe that 2 things. The motion as stated was to change the name of who to pay to IP Fresh. I'd point out that IP Fresh is not agreed and doesn't specialize in civil litigation for this purpose. And 2, that an attempt to completely gut the motion would not be germane.
Pardon me, Mr.
You
Secretary.
can vote it down.
Mr. Secretary, it would be entirely germane to change the law firm that's intended for these funds because it's a budget allocation intended to sue one person, and we can simply swap it out for suing another. That's entirely germane to the motion. So I would appreciate it if we could just proceed.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Martin. Continuing further, please raise hands to debate the current amendment. Mr. Ford, is your hand raised for the current amendment?
No, I want to go back to the original, so call me then. Thank you.
Okay. Let me see, Mr. Bowler.
Yeah, I just wanted to second Mr. McMahon's interpretation because the motion would read, move to initiate a retainer with IP Fresh in the amount of 10,000 from the legal general budget line for the purpose of initiating civil litigation against former Chair Angela McCardle. So more than just the name would need to be amended. Thank you.
Point of information, Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary, how much time is left on this item?
I'm
2
saying
minutes and 43 seconds.
Awesome.
I'm sorry, what was that? I didn't hear it.
2 minutes and 37 seconds.
I move to amend the amendment to include the language for civil litigation against New Mexico.
You weren't recognized yet, Mr. Martin.
In
Mr.
New
Chatterton.
Mexico. In New
Mr.
Mexico.
Mr. Chatterton, you were up next.
Perhaps as a means of considering a more germane amendment that we would consider an amendment to include also Mr. Redpath, given that he has admitted to conducting identical offenses to what Miss McCardle is accused.
So, Mr. Chatterton, you're moving an amendment to the amendment to add in.
By the way, I object to that. That is not so.
You
to add
did admit
Mr.
it.
Not all. I should clarify to Mr. Redpath's objections. Not every. He did not admit to every violation to which she is accused, but one of the pivotal ones, which was an undisclosed. I don't know. It's available on YouTube and can be found on the public list. If anyone has further questions that want to see when he admitted to taking undisclosed funds with the LNC.
Well, I do not agree to that.
Mr. Secretary, Mr. Chair, I object to the interpretation of my amendment language. While I'm off the cuff, it's pretty clear that I intended to change the path of that litigation, and I made it clear in my description that it would be against the New Mexico matters. However, that was not carried over in the language, and then that mistake was basically exploited to undermine the spirit of my motion. I would appreciate it if the record could reflect that I was asking for civil litigation in New Mexico. So $10,000.
Mr. Chair,
legal budget
point
to
of
IP
order.
Fresh.
Mr. Chair, point of order.
IP Fresh
Mr.
in
Chair,
New
point of
Mexico.
order.
Point of order.
Bring
And I
the
believe
member
that's
to
what
order.
you can't change what we're voting on based on what you wish I said.
How about what you actually said, the words that came out of your mouth, and I even asked?
Yeah, but you made an
I even
omission.
asked, and you said,
Mr. Secretary,
change
you
the
made
name.
an omission. You ignored a critical part of what I said for your personal benefit.
Okay.
I would appreciate it if you would put on the screen what I asked us to be voting on and is motioned
Send
and
it in
seconded
writing.
in front of this body. You want me to send it in writing right now?
I'm not required to workshop your motion to amend for you.
I just said it. It's few words. If you're sandbagging, I will happily send you text.
Okay.
Which would you prefer?
I call up previous questions.
We're out of time.
We're
The
out of
question
time.
needs to reflect the vote properly.
Yeah, point of order.
We're actually on the amendment to the amendment.
There was no second
Correct.
to Mr.
Yes, there was.
Chatterton's amendment.
No,
Not
there
Mr.
wasn't.
Chatterton's
There was
amendment.
not.
No, there wasn't.
Point of order.
You're correct.
I believe the language that was moved and seconded was moved to initiate a retainer with fresh IP in the amount of $10,000 from the legal general budget line for the purposes of initiating litigation against former Chair Angela McCardle. Yeah, you've got it now.
Okay.
Please excuse me. I specified that I intended to change the target and pathway of that litigation. I specified that and made it clear before I made my motion.
Mr. Dar, would
So
you
to
like me
interpret
to
it this
change
way
that? Mr.
is
Martin!
doing violence against my language.
Mr. Secretary, it'll be easier if you just.
I was going to ask if you would like to rule and ask me to correct for Mr. Martin his amendment.
That is my ruling.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
In the amount of $10,000 from the legal general budget line for the purposes of Mr. Martin.
For use in New Mexico.
If you would shut up.
That's all.
For the purpose of supporting the New Mexico litigation.
That works.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
In the future, I do really appreciate written motions in the cases where there's specifics. That's not a critique of anyone. It's just I like the clarity of it when it's not a small item. All right.
Typo,
All
there's
questions have
two
been
T's in
called.
litigation.
Well, we're out of
We're out
time.
of time, so we would immediately move to the amendment and then to the main motion.
That is correct.
No further discussion. I'm ready to call the roll on the amendment.
Please do so, Mr. Secretary.
Point of order, I had my hand raised.
We were
I
out of
took it
time.
down for purpose of the amendment. I'd still like to have my voice heard during for the main question. I stipulated to that.
We're out of time.
But we're out of time, Mr. Ford.
All right, I'll make a motion to extend the time by 1 minute.
Objection.
Second.
I'd like to be heard. That's all. It'll be brief.
1 minute, Mr. Ford. Can you, Mr. Chair, give him 1 minute?
If without objection, I would like to give him 1 minute. Not hearing any, Mr. Ford.
Okay, briefly, the reason why I object to the main motion, it ties directly into my attitude and behavior on New Mexico. I don't believe this party's in a position where, when negotiation is possible, to constantly enter into litigation. It's financially imprudent. We're on short money. We've got a lot of obligations to fulfill, including a new hire tonight. Therefore, I will be opposing this, the main motion, which is to pursue yet another lawsuit for the same reason I always have, because we just don't have the money, and we could possibly win the lawsuit and lose the money battle significantly with no hopes of recovery. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ford. All right, going to the vote on the amendment, Mr. Secretary.
Mr. Bowler.
To the amendment, no.
Mr. Bost. Mr. Bost.
I agree with the language, so yes.
Mr. Chatterton.
Yes.
Mr. Vice Chair, would you want me to come back to you?
Yes, please come back to me.
Mr. Dassing. Mr. Dassing.
Yes.
Mr. Ford.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what, Mr. Ford?
I'm going to pass, please.
Ms. Robson.
Pass.
Mr. Nebel.
Nay to the amendment.
Mr. Martin.
Yes to supporting states
Mr.
over
McGee.
infighting.
Mr. McGee.
Nay. Sorry, Mr. Martin talked over me.
Yep. I vote no. Mr. Koffel.
No.
Treasurer Redpath.
No.
Mr. Thompson.
No.
Oops. Mr. Watkins.
Yes.
Chair Nikala.
No.
Mr. Ford.
What's the vote count, please?
5 yes, 8 no.
I'll abstain. Thank you.
Ms. Robson.
No.
Vice Chair Dar.
Let me see. My vote doesn't matter in this case. I'll abstain.
Mr. Vice Chair, the vote is 5 yes, 9 no, 2 abstention on the amendment.
That amendment fails. We're back to the main motion and the vote on that.
Give me 1 second, please, sir. Okay, we are on to the main motion, which is as submitted. Mr. Bowler,
Yes.
Mr. Bost, Mr. Bost,
No, out of financial concern.
Mr. Chatterton.
No.
I'm going to come back to you, Vice Chair Dar.
Yes, please.
Mr. Dassing,
No.
Mr. Ford,
No.
Ms. Robson,
Pass.
Mr. Neville,
Aye.
Mr. Martin,
No to more infighting.
Mr. McKean.
Aye.
I vote yes. Mr. Koffel,
Yes.
Treasurer Redpath,
Yes.
Mr. Thompson,
Yes.
Mr. Watkins,
No.
Vice Chair or Chair Nikela,
Yes.
Ms. Robson,
I abstain.
Vice Chair Dar.
And once again, it looks like my vote doesn't matter, so I'll abstain.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 8 yes, or Mr. Vice Chair, the vote is 8 yes, 6 no, and 2 abstentions.
Motion passes. I pass the gavel back to Chair Nikela.
Mr. Chair, I move to adjourn.
Second.
Objection.
There's been a motion to adjourn and
You
second.
guys are so corrupt with your
You're not. Hey,
pre-planning.
mute Mr. Martin. You're speaking out of turn.
You don't need to mute me, sir.
Okay,
All
we can
right.
censor you all on the email ballots and deal with
Have
that.
fun. Mr. McMahon, please take it to well.
Why are you
yeah,
working
no
with
doubt.
foreign governments, Mr. Chair?
Lol.
Why are you working with
Mr.
foreign
Secretary,
governments?
please mute Mr. Martin.
Corrupt.
Wouldn't want to be accountable for minutes either, I suppose.
Corrupt and cowardly.
Shut the
Point of
fuck
order.
up.
Please bring the
Nope.
members.
Hey, listen, I'll start kicking everybody out that starts flying insults.
Because you're a tyrant working for a foreign government.
Point of order. Please bring the member to order.
So are you.
Please bring the member to order.
Everyone just noticed we just saw the text on the screen for the motion to censor the chair for his conflicts of interest.
Mr.
and
Chatterton, you're not recognized. Do not
improper
speak.
governance decisions.
Please mute Mr. Chatterton.
You can't do
Objection. Stop muting members
And mute Mr.
without.
Martin.
Stop speaking out of turn.
You stop speaking
Mute
out
him
of
again.
turn.
I haven't spoken a damn word.
Have a vote. Believe in voting? Election fraud?
We're voting right now.
Mr. Chair, I'm ready to take the vote.
Go ahead.
Mr. Bowler,
Yes.
Mr. Bost,
Yes.
Mr. Chatterton,
No.
Vice Chair Dar,
Yes.
Mr. Dassing, Mr. Dassing, Mr. Ford,
In honor of Mr. Dar, I don't want this to ever end, so I'll vote no.
Ms. Robson,
Yes.
Mr. Neville,
Aye.
Mr. Martin,
You're a cowardly and corrupt little slime bag, each one of you on this committee, and it's disgusting.
what's your vote, Mr.
Fuck
Martin?
you.
What's your vote? Okay, no vote. Actually, I believe Mr. Bracco. Let me scroll back up to there. Mr. Bracco, are you voting for Mr. Dassing?
I assume so. If it will count, then I would like to vote no.
Mr. McGee.
Aye.
I vote yes. Mr. Koffel.
Yes.
Mr. Redpath, Treasurer Redpath.
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
Mr. Watkins. Mr. Watkins. Is Mr. Watkins still here?
I don't see him.
Okay, Mr. Nikela.
Yes.
Point of order, potentially, Mr. Secretary.
Yes, Mr. Tone.
Since per Region 1's agreements, since Mr. Martin is not voting and appears to have left the meeting, actually, could I vote in his place?
Yes, I believe that is in order with your agreement.
Okay, I will be voting no.
Okay. Is Mr. Watkins in the room? Mr. Watkins? Okay.
He appears to have left.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Chair, the vote is 11 yes, 4 no's.
All right, the ayes have it. We are adjourned at 9:41 p.m. Thank you very much, everybody. See you in Grand Rapids.
Keep all the corruption behind
See
the
you in
curtain
Grand
there.
Rapids, folks.